The noob plays survival game for the first time and he is trash. He doesn't know how to get resources, doesn't know how to craft, and trolls other players in the server. After an hour of getting killed by other people, he rage quits and dislikes the game. In this video, I'll be teaching you 5 tips that are pretty much essential in a survival game. Most people that I know do not implement these tips whatsoever. And if you're an experienced player, you probably are already implementing these tips already, whether you realize they or not. But I need to put a disclaimer and note that some of these tips will be controversial, but trust me, it's going to be great. Let's start off the first tip that is for complete beginners and work our way up from there. Speaking of controversial, the first thing you should do is to make a VIP server. Yes, you heard me. To get into the game, you need a VIP server to start off. If you play Booga Booga, Rust, or any type of survival games that's similar to a survival game, you can skip over to the second tip. That I've never played a game like this before and I'm just getting into it, you have to trust me on this one. The VIP server allows you to learn the basic fundamentals of the game, like building, crafting, eating. The basic core functions of the game can be learned very easily in a VIP server as opposed to a regular server where there's probably like kids running around with blue steel armor and trying to kill you. For first timers, get a VIP server, use the training wheels, and just experiment for like an hour. That way, you won't be completely clueless when you jump in and you will be 100% fine. As well, the VIP servers in this game are free, so there's no cost in making one. The second tip of mine is to immediately place a spawn by making a bed. You don't have to grind for good items just yet. The first thing you have to do is to set your spawn point in an advantageous area. This is because the bed allows you to spawn closer to, let's say, items or even friends. You don't lose tools or anything in your inventory when you die, so don't worry about that. A good bed position will allow you to get back to your original position before getting killed. However, you need to do it right. If you're just starting out, don't put too much effort in your base just yet because most likely you will need to move later on. It needs to be small, concealed in an area where people don't usually go to, and needs to be close to resources. The third tip is to invest in tools first over everything else. This is because tools are the only things in the game that you have which you don't lose if you die. The first materials that you mine should be invested into these because they have tons of advantages. You're able to gather other resources quicker with your pickaxe, do more damage to your sword, and chop down trees faster with your axe. All this is super important, and I don't see armor being as important as tools purely for the fact that their use is super situational, and this will be explored more in the fourth tip. My fourth tip is to avoid conflict until you are in a good position. One of the ways that you can kill your progress is to start killing other people. And now this sounds like a good idea because you get loot from other players, but they will try and come get their revenge and kill you, and this gets super messy. The more enemies you make in the server, the harder it is for you to progress. Because you can be ambushed while mining, you can be attacked when you're low. Creating conflict with other players that are similar in equipment to you is a dumb idea, because 9 times out of 10 you're going to get outnumbered and killed. Only start killing other players when you're in a good or better position, like you have iron armor or blue steel armor equipped or something similar to that. This is because your equipment is much better than your opponents by this time, so it makes sense to kill other people because even with you getting outnumbered, your better equipment gives you a chance at winning the majority of your fights. In every server I see in this game, there's always one that's constantly killing other players just for fun. And you know what the worst part is? They usually have bad equipment. Creating conflict will just slow down your progress, trust me. And even then, if you're a good person and a Samaritan, you could just donate your armor instead of being a bully and killing everybody. Okay, now we're quite deep into the video and the majority of people have clicked off already. So if you're still watching, good job, because you will receive the most important tip in this video, and it's a tip that you can implement right now, and it's hidden in plain sight, which is kingdoms. This is the most underrated feature in the game and it's the easiest thing that you can do. If you're able to get a group of friends and play this game, you will dominate. This is because of the strength that you have in numbers. You're able to kill players much stronger than you in this game purely because you got more players than them. And trust me, the difference when you're playing solo and playing with a group of 5 people is insane. If you have a group of friends and you're coming into this game with them, you have an unfair advantage over 90% of the other people playing this game. There are a few disadvantages though, where you guys need more food and you all move slower because there's more people to transport on boats. But if you're planning to get from a noob to a pro in the fastest way possible, get more friends and even randoms in the server if you want to, the more the merrier. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. There will be more survival game videos coming into the channel in the future, and if you want to see more of it, you're welcome to subscribe to the channel. It's a win-win for both of us. If you're bored right now, I recommend clicking on this video right here. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.